right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Friday, the 3rd of October. We'll be taking down a bunch of Pride Reserves tonight here at the store, and we have got one rocking month of October here planned for you, our wine drinking people, with a lot of once-in-a-lifetime events. As a matter of fact, several of them we won't even get to send an email out to promote them, like the one a week from tonight, our California Cult Tasting, already sold out. Hey, we only have 15 seats here at the Wine Watch. We do our once-in-a-lifetime events. We only have one bottle of each wine, but we're going to get plenty to drink, trust me. And we always show the Screaming Eagle at this event. That's what gets people in. Most people have never seen this wine. And hey, today we've got an offer on one of the first cult wines of Napa Valley. I don't know if we can call Opus One really a cult wine, because they make 30,000 cases of Opus One. And a lot of people look at Opus One and say, man, that wine is overpriced. But there were ever two men that walked this earth over the last 100 years that deserve $200 for a bottle of wine. It's the great late Robert Mondavi and the great late Baron Philippe de Rothschild, the two gentlemen that, well, this is the joint venture that they started in the 70s. The Baron Philippe came to California, saw what was going on with Robert Mondavi Winery. He was impressed enough to start a joint venture with this man. And the two of them together, these two powerhouses, they created the greatest wine brand of our time. That's right, over the last 3 decades, there is no brand that has been created that has been more successful than Opus One. This wine sells in about 70 to 80 different countries around the world, over $200 a bottle, never discounted. As a matter of fact, the price keeps going up. If you invested in the first vintage, 79 and 80 were released together in 1983, 3 bottles of each. 79 sells for $750 a bottle today, if not more. And hey, we did a vertical tasting, 26 vintages, all the 26 that were released at that time, all the way back to 79. And there's not many wines you can do that and have every single wine on the table not only be drinkable, but very damn good. And the 79 was the best wine on the table of the old dogs. Hard to believe, because that was when, they locked these guys in a room. Tim Mondavi, the winemaker of Mondavi Wines, and Patrick Leon, the winemaker for Chateau Mouton Rothschild. And they said, make us a blend that is, it's going to signify this new venture between the French and the Americans and, the Bordelais and the Napa Valleyans. And they came out of the room the first day and they said, we can't do it. I'm sorry. And then they went back in the second day and they came back out and they still hadn't figured it out. So it took them a whole week to put together the first blend. But that 79 vintage, still magic, still drinking beautifully. And this 2011 vintage is the new release, and we always do a crazy offering on Opus. Shh, don't tell the friends at Opus. $208 if you buy this wine. Buy the 6-pack. That is the cheapest you will find Opus One in the country for a limited time only. And this year we got a little overture. That's right. The second wine of Opus, previously never available, retail only at the winery could you find the overture. And this is like the baby Opus, all the stuff that doesn't make it into Opus One. And we have a couple of magnums of the 2009 vintage, a great vintage in Napa and in Magnum. These wines will last forever. This is our extra large size. Hey, big bottles of Opus like this, 6-liter sells for about $5,000 a bottle. So like I said, one of the best investments you can make, not only in California wine, but in wine in general. Opus One. That's what we had. That's what we got to sell you today, folks. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.